Hey, I'm Ariel. Are you a dessert lover? Do you like Japanese or French desserts more? Haha, to me, I like them both. Do you know they have anything similar, or do you think they are totally different? Today, you will be surprised to learn more about Japanese and French desserts. Kiki and I are student researchers, and our teachers are Ali and Jolene. You may think that Japanese and French desserts will be competitors seeing how similar they are in their values. However, their geographic separation and vastly different ingredients separate the two, leading to a sense of exoticism. Japan being the France of the East and France being the Japan of the West. So, that's the reason why we picked Japanese and French desserts as our research topic. Desserts are not just tasty, but also beneficial. When people eat desserts, they can create a good mood, reduce the pressure, and inspire great creation. Aren't desserts wonderful? Alright, let's get down to business. In our research, Kiki and I are gonna tell you the 4 most popular desserts in Japan and France. Then we'll show you the similarities and differences between them. Let's start from literature review. I believe you all know that Japanese desserts are small and delicate, right? However, do you know what the most popular desserts are in Japan? According to the recommendations of the website called Tastydos, we choose these 4 popular Japanese desserts. First, warabi mochi. The warabi mochi is one of the most popular sweets in Kansai area. Warabi mochi was made from starch, water, and sugar. Warabi mochi is a translucent, cool summer sweet like jelly. It's really delicious eaten with kinako powder after having been cooled in a refrigerator. You can enjoy the chewy but soft texture and aroma of kinako powder. Second, castella. Castella is a rectangular-shaped cake made with eggs, flour, and sugar syrup that was first brought into Japan by Portuguese missionaries in the 16th century. Notably, it has no milk, which was why the cake took root in Japan, which did not have a dairy culture back then. Third, mitarashi dango. Mitarashi dango is a traditional Japanese rice dumpling smothered in an irresistibly sweet soy glaze. The dumplings are skewered on a bamboo stick and enjoyed all year round. Dango was made from wheat, various millets, buckwheat, corn, sweet potatoes, and chestnuts. Last but not least, raindrop cake. Raindrop cake's name came from the name of Shingen mochi. This name reminds Japanese people of a famous warrior named Takeda Shingen. He likes to eat the cake with some sugar before going to war. So the cake turns to Shingen mochi now. The raindrop cake is like crystal, and it is made from the water from the Japanese mountains. The raindrop itself is made out of only 2 ingredients, water and agar. By itself, the cake is fairly tasteless, but it's paired with roasted soybean flour and black sugar syrup, which adds sweetness and texture. Alright, I bet it's enough for Japanese desserts. French desserts are also detailed and tasty. I know you can't wait to check out French desserts. Ho ho ho, wait. Speaking of French desserts, French people have different terms for them. Entremets, pastries, and desserts are used interchangeably. They seem to mean the same, but in fact, they have different meanings. Desserts refers to what we eat after meals. And pastries are baked dishes such as pies, cakes, and sweets with fillings. Entremets are served between 2 dishes, hot food and cold food.
I know you have been waiting for the 4 popular French desserts. First, lemon tart. Tart has been invented into thousands of types through combining with different sauces and cream. The most popular one of the tart is lemon tart. The sweet and sour taste of lemon custard cream and fluffy meringue goes well with the tart base. This creative combination made lemon tart a well-known French dessert. Okay, next. This long stripe puff is called eclair. The meaning of eclair actually translates into flash of lightning because it is ridiculously delicious and can be quickly eaten in a flash, just like lightning. Eclair was traditionally filled with vanilla custard cream, with a layer of chocolate on the top. The smoothness and sweetness of the vanilla cream sauce contrasts with a crispy puff base and a simple layer of chocolate. It is simple but stunning, right? The third one is a really incredibly detailed dessert, Saint Honoré cake. It perfectly connected the flavor of cream, the crispy bite of puff pastry, and the rich taste of caramel. Also, the exterior of Saint Honoré cake can be changeable too, because its base and all the components can separate and regroup again. So instead of the classical shape, there are some of Saint Honoré cake shaped as a fortress. Crème brûlée is a kind of steamed egg, which is made of two parts, the egg part and the caramel above. The most famous part of crème brûlée is the top of the dessert, a piece of crispy caramel. It held the whole flavor of this dessert and was the most different part between it and pudding. This dessert is simple and only made of 2 layers, but tasted really good. Let me tell you how we do the research. We gather most of the information online, focusing on the introduction, comparison, and contrast of the 4 popular French and Japanese desserts in our research. Okay, here comes the last part of the presentation, conclusions. Culturally, French and Japanese desserts reflect the differences between the culinary preferences of the people of these countries. As the desserts evolved, it was influenced by the accompanying beverages and ingredients. Then I'll show you the similarities and differences between French and Japanese desserts. The most similar point between French and Japanese desserts is that they combine several layers of materials together to create new desserts, which means that they have a similar core structure to their desserts. The interflow between French and Japanese dessert affected both sides of dessert tradition and culture. For example, through the fusion between them, Japanese desserts added the combination between fruit and pastries. The culture of tea ceremony and matcha affected French desserts too. French and Japanese desserts contain different ingredients. You might wonder what ingredients might be in Japanese desserts, right? As you can see, red beans, rice, tea, canton, wasabon sugar, trehalose sugar, coarse granulated sugar, sonoto, and crystal sugar are the most common ingredients. Well, what about the ingredients of French desserts? French desserts are represented by flavors like chocolate, coffee, caramel, fruits, milk, and vanilla. This is the end of the presentation. First of all, I want to thank Ariel for doing the research and searching the articles online with me. I felt like I chose the right topic, desserts, the most mysterious thing I've ever experienced in my life. Thank you.